Greetings, YouTube. Daddy Staten here on Today Damn Blog. You're looking at NOSFERATU, number 1 of 4. It's part of a NOSFERATU series that came out in I don't freaking know what year. I have searched this book over and looked at every nook and cranny looking for the date. This book has no date, but it has really great cover art. It's another book from my friend, the Captain. I'm going through his books this week and checking out a few he brought me to give a little quick review on it and see what I thought. You know, I originally picked up this book and thumbed through it and thought I was going to freaking hate it for one or two reasons. But maybe I don't hate it as much as I thought I would. It's called NOSFERATU, and the first story is called Plague of Terror. I guess that'll be the story for Volume 1. And I was thinking NOSFERATU. I was thinking the old black and white movie. You know, the Dracula ripoff. You know, the basic Jonathan Harker goes and meets Dracula. Dracula comes over to England, sucks some necks, kills some people, gets staked out by Van Helsing. The normal story. Even though in the original NOSFERATU, he died with that sunlight at the end thing. I'm sure you've seen the old movie. I didn't get what I was expecting. Yeah, it's another one of them black and white books, you know. And you really know how I feel about black and white. But I may give this one just a little bit of a pass, due to the great art in it and the fact that it didn't stick to the main story I was expecting. It starts off in the modern day. Really quick, it starts off with Anne Rice here doing some vampire investigations. And the reason I call her Anne Rice is, check it out. Anne Rice did a lot of writing in this book. It's true. She also did one about the mummy. I found that out in the back. But basically, she does a bunch of research, finds an old book, and then it goes into the tale of what she found. And I guess it's kind of Interview with a Vampire. You remember how that movie just kind of went back and forth from the modern era back into what happened back in the vampire day? Well, you get that a lot with this one, and it starts out in the medieval times. And basically what you get with this book is a medieval vampire tale with castles and swords and all the cool stuff Daily Dan really likes. Like I said, it's a quick comic book review. I'm not going to give you every detail and spend 3 hours talking about this comic book. I will say that it's got really great vampire graphics and a really good medieval story. I like the story a lot, and I love the medieval art. Even though it's in black and white, this book done something few black and white books have done, and it's managed to win me over a little bit. I think it's the graphic, just straight up medieval gore that you get with these knights and swords books. This is basic and real easy to follow. You got your sword guys, you got your medieval knights, and they're battling freaking vampires. How simple a story do you need to be easy to follow, especially for the young viewer, the young reader? This is real easy to follow, and it's not overly graphic and mature like it's warned about on the label. Yeah, that's right, YouTube. I love a book that moves along. Knights fighting vampires, running through castles. I'm showing you a little of the scenery, a few of the panels, and it's just some of the best medieval art I've ever seen. A whole book with not one bleezy in the whole thing so far. And check this out, YouTube. This has to be some of the best stuff in the whole book right here. Check this guy out. He reminds me of somebody. Dare I say it? Who does he remind me of? NOSFERATU. Who'd you think I was going to say? Lazy? Nah. And look at this great art. Look where he just flies through the air, all vampire. I love stuff like this. You couldn't get a much better kick-in-the-ass book than this one right here. I love it. Even though it's in black and white, I really like this book. And what a finishing battle. My God, I love this. I have never seen such a wonderful blend of battle art, vampires, swords, and I'm just flabbergasted at how good this is. Can the living dead wear crosses? Well, they are busting into flames, so it didn't work out well, right? And boom, just like that, we're back to Anne Rice and her modern story of what's happening now at the laboratory, reading her book about the medieval times. And I swear to God, YouTube, this is the way it ended, with Anne Rice on the freaking telephone. Oh my God. And in the very back of the book, get this, a picture of the real Nosferatu, right from the movie. That's pretty cool, right? Right, YouTube? And if you have any doubts about me telling the truth about Anne Rice, check this out in the very back of the book. The Anne Rice comics, Nosferatu, and the Mummy. And you can get a really good price of $250 on these books. Then I have just found something I missed earlier. Wow. They hit it on the back panel. It's a 1991. I missed that when I initially flipped through the book. I wasn't expecting that to be on the back panel. It's never on the back panel. Somebody should be slapped for putting it on the back panel. Wow, that sucks. It's in the back of the comic. That's backwards. And YouTube, there's a quick look at whatever the fuck this is supposed to be on the back of this comic. Now this ruins? What does it say? It says, this book was good. Maybe? I don't know. Well, YouTube, that's my look at Nosferatu, number one of 4 from 1991. What a good book. To be in black and white, it won me over. I really enjoyed this book a lot. Thank you, Captain, for letting me have a look at this one. Hell, I may even offer to trade you a little something for this bad boy. We'll talk about it. This is Danny Staten for the Daily Dan Blog saying like, subscribe, and ring the freaking bell for me. I need all the help I can get. I really do. Thank you. Blog over.